Good y'all, Kip up here, and here we are with our week 1 matchup. Rare Candy 27, who is Jake, the Kansas City Carnivines, versus me, the Orlando Magikarp. I did make my own account just for the league, and this will be the team I'll be using for, the name I'll be using for future leagues if I join any. But anyway, here we are with our team that we brought against the Carnivines. This is only for week 1, obviously, and let me just show you guys what we had before. This is the draft. I do have a draft video. I'll leave the link in the description if you guys want to check out my drafts and all the details that about the sets and things that I have that I just put in there. But anyway, we did draft Garchomp, our franchise player. Next up, we do have a round 1 Buzzwole. Milotic was round 2. Round 3, I picked Bronzong just because it was just still there, and I was thinking I need a wall. I lost on Celesteela. I'm getting Bronzong. 4th round was Mega Caesar, with the 5th being Chandelure. 6th round went to Clefairy, 7th to Furfrou. I think 8 went to Malamar, 9 went to Luminion, and the wild card round went to Togekiss. But here's what I brought to week 1. We got Scarf Garchomp, Life Orb Buzzwole. We got let me think here. Sub Calm Mind Chandelure. We got basic, well not too basic, but Defog Togekiss. We got Spidef Rocks Bronzong, and lastly we got a Spidef Milotic. Now looking into this team, Cap the Garchomp was our major form of offense, with Outrage, Earthquake, Stone Edge, and Sleep Talk. Sleep Talk I brought, I know it's a little bit of heat, but I brought it because he had a Tangrowth. You'll see the team that he brought, but he had a Tangrowth, and I wanted to prep specifically for that Tangrowth. If it was Sleep Talk defensive, which it ended up being, I would use Sleep Talk for it. Next up, we have Lunge the Buzzwole. I named it Lunge, although I will never use the move Lunge ever. Running Leech Life, Superpower, Roost, and Ice Punch. I thought this thing would do a lot too. It did end up getting a kill. It got 1 kill, which I'm very happy about. And then we get Lumiere, which is the French word for light, the Chandelure, Sub Calm Mind. I did make a couple changes to the EVs purely because I could afford to do so, and I'm not sure if I ever put these EVs back in. No, I did put them back into Spatak. I think I calculated something really specific here. I forget what it was for, honestly, because the match is over. I'll be bringing you guys the replay, but yeah, that was what ended up happening. I did calc specifically for that. Next up, we have Bowing the Togekiss. Now, I did say it was Defog. It is a little bit different. And unfortunately, because he did bring a Guja, this was going to be Dazzling Gleam, but unfortunately, Showdown did not save that, and I did not check my team before challenging, which was an issue, but it was Grass Knot, Air Slash, Defog, and Dazzling Gleam. I guess I thought Togekiss got, like, Pixelate or something, so I put Hyper Voice. I was very wrong on that. So, Grass Knot, Air Slash, Defog, and Dazzling Gleam. I did bring Grass Knot because I was thinking, he had a Seismitoad. And I was looking at my team, and I realized I had a lot of issues breaking through Seismitoad. So I was like, I'll bring Grass Knot, and I'll calc this, modest max attack, so that it OHKOs with 1 Grass Knot. Or not OHKO, it gets up to 98%. So with if I flinched him with Air Slash turn 1 and then went for Grass Knot, then he lost his Seismitoad. Even if it was Spidef max HP, Spidef max HP, it was gone. So I did decide to do that. Next up, we have Liberty the Bronzong. I'm running Heat Proof because the one Mon that could hit me really hard, his Excadrill, would more than likely have Mold Breaker because he had no Weather Setter. So I did run Heat Proof, so it was especially defensive. Stealth Rocks, Earthquake, Explosion, and HP Ice. Lastly, we had Siren, the Wakanberry, Milotic, Recover, Mirror Coat, which was some heat for this, Haze, and Scald. Unfortunately, I did not get to use Mirror Coat. I used it once, mispredicted on a Toxic instead of a T-Bolt from a Guja. But I will show you guys the match real quick, and I don't want to show you guys the result, so I'm going to pause real quick, and then I'll get right back into it when I press the turn 1 button. Alright. Here we are, guys. Turn 1, I lead Liberty. He leads with Excadrill, and I realized that was a terrible lead. So I went to Cap, took the Earthquake. He was Life Orb. That did so much damage. And from here, I decided to throw off an Earthquake. It hit almost everything. That's why I learned it was defensive Tangrowth after he took that really well. He knocks, which is a great play. Lumiere, I just threw an earthquake flamethrower off. I got a crit, no burn. He used leftovers, and I believe it was Spadef, so I went to Siren the Milotic, and I do it up my Wakanberry there. And then I'm thinking, I can use Mirror Coat, right? No, he Toxics, so my Mirror Coat is a failed opportunity. However, I do get the Marvel Scale from the Toxic, so I can take a couple more hits. He Thunderbolt's there, but I just recovered it off, so I feel bad that I actually didn't take care of that situation too well. He brings out Zebstrika, and I switch out into Liberty the Bronzong. I think this is great, except I do take a little bit more than I thought I would on that Volt switch. I do get my rocks up though. Unfortunately, he brings out Excadrill, which can Rapid Spin. So I went hard into Chandelure, and I got EQ'd. I didn't really mind. Chandelure didn't actually do much this game, so that wasn't huge to me. I did bring out Cap though, and I made a great double. I'll give myself credit. Made a great double into Lunge. He goes into Tangrowth and switches out again into Azu. I just threw off a superpower and did nothing. So I switched out into into Liberty, my bad. To Liberty to take the Play Rough. And then, unfortunately, I take a knockoff here. I don't know why I didn't explode. If I exploded, this thing would have been gone a lot faster. I did just EQ there. I'm not sure why I did that. Maybe because I thought he was going to predict this, the Gyro Ball. But I do go into Siren. With the Marvel Scale, I'm able to take a bunch of hits like that knockoff and Play Rough, and I can just recover off. I do throw off a Scald and luckily get a burn, so he does a little bit less to me and I can whittle it down. At this point, Toxic is doing a lot to me, so I just wanted to recover real quick. I could take another knockoff, obviously. And then I just went hard into Bronzong because obviously I didn't need it anymore. So he does knock off and Liberty is gone. And then here he doubles out into Zebstrika so he can get one more hit on me. And that was a great play. And I'm not sure why I didn't recover on this next move. He does Volt Switch and sacks off Azu. So I have no clue why I didn't recover here. Really unfortunate. I just scalded there. I could have taken one more Volt Switch and possibly Mirror Coated. So that sucks. And I just let Siren go at that point. I didn't want to predict anything. So I went Cap here again. And he goes Tangrowth. And I decided to Stone Edge. Just because it did more than Earthquake would. Double out into Togekiss. I was going to throw off an Air Slash, but he goes Gudra. So I get one Air Slash off. And I'm thinking, I'll just flinch this thing to death. Unfortunately, he is faster. I didn't run speed. I should have. But I do take a good amount off. I do go hard Garchomp. Predicting a T-Bolt, that was probably a really scary play. Probably shouldn't have done that. All good regardless. And I get the Earthquake. So Captain gets the first actual kill of the year. I do go Bowing on his Tangrowth. And he Sludge Bombs. But he goes Drill. And I can only just get an Air Slash off. I do do a really good amount. But he just kills Bowing. I just wanted to sack it off. It didn't have much use again. I went Buzzwole here. And he Aerial Aces. That was some real heat. I do get the superpower off though. And Excadrill is gone. So I do lose the Excadrill. Or he loses the Excadrill. And I lose my Buzzwole. But now I get walled by Tangrowth. I wish I played around Tangrowth better. Because if I did, Scarf Earthquake. If I killed Tangrowth earlier in the match, Scarf EQ would have swept anything he had remaining. So that's really unfortunate. You guys can see I was just talking. I said about Tangrowth. God, if it died, Chomp EQ could have swept. But I mean, credit to Jake. He prepped so well. Tangrowth, he did say earlier, Tangrowth was specifically for Garchomp. And I feel like I could have played around it better. I feel like I had a chance to win. I feel like I did prep pretty well. I didn't prep good enough for Tangrowth, but I do feel like I prepped pretty well. Unfortunately, when I look back at this, I do see Garchomp as my only real competitive mon, the one that really put in the most work here. Bronzong did a little bit, got the rocks up, which was nice. My Milotic took a lot of hits, which was nice. Buzzwole got a kill. My Milotic gets an indirect kill for the rocks, killing the Azu, by the way. But I do feel like definitely I might have to build a little bit more around Garchomp. I feel like Garchomp has a lot of potential. Like, if you guys look, yet again, if Tangrowth was gone, and say he had the he had the Gudra still, or he had the Azu still, I specifically EV'd Garchomp to outspeed Mega Zam by 1 point with a Scarf. And I invested the rest in defense. So unless he was like somehow faster than me with his Azu, hit me with a waterfall. I think I lived that actually. I think I calced in. I lived that. If he hit me with an Aqua Jet, I for sure lived it. Wouldn't live a Play Rough, but I made sure that everything lost to Garchomp if I got the walls out of my way. Unfortunately, I didn't. Tangrowth was just so hard to break through with Regenerator, and I just didn't have enough to really punish it. He ran defense, which was genius of him. My only real answer. I wish I used Mega Caesar, but I'm also glad I had Togekiss for this. But my only real answer, as I was saying, for this was Togekiss. The Air Slash would have done, if I remember the calcs correctly, one Air Slash would have done 68 to like 81 or something like that. Something crazy without the Assault Vest. So I do wish I was a little bit more aggressive with my play. That would have helped out a lot. But good game to Jake. This is my first league match ever, so this was a learning experience, and I feel like I will do fantastic next time. And I'll pause this real quick, and I'll go look at my schedule and show you guys what I'm going up against next. But good game to Jake, good game to me honestly, but I'm just looking forward to playing him again if I ever do, maybe in the playoffs. Taking down this Tangrowth. I'm proud of Garchomp. I'm proud of how I prepped, even though it didn't go great. I'll be back in a second to show you guys my schedule still. So just a second. Alright guys, we are back, and I'm just looking at my schedule here. Obviously, I am the Orlando Magikarp. And after this, because I played Kansas City Carnivines, up next, I'm playing the Midwest Masquerades. That's Prankster. I believe it's Prankster. I'll have to check, but that's scary. I know he's a really good battler as well, so I do have a rather tough slate to begin with. I'm obviously super happy to be in this league, super happy to be going up against such a challenge, but I'm really gonna have to prepare for this one. Yet again, Midwest Masquerades. We're gonna check what he has real quick and go over to the draft. Midwest Masquerades. Let's see where it is. I'm looking all around right now. Midwest Masquerades, right there, right here. If you guys can see my mouse, right here. Gothitelle, Pelipper, Thugs the Fortress, Druddigon, Poliwrath, Golduck, and Mega Swampert. So he's running what I would like to call pseudo rain, which is really hard. If I look at it, I think that's really hard to counter. Gothitelle is moderately hard to deal with because of the Shadow Tag. It's pretty bulky. I see Druddigon as a problem for my physical attackers. So I'm gonna have to be pretty good in my preparation to take care of this. I mean, look at this: Whimsicott, Articuno, Crocodile. He doesn't have a lot of defense. That's the only thing I'm noticing. Mega Swampert's bulky, Druddigon's bulky, Thugs and Gothitelle are bulky. Everything else I feel like I can break through, but yet again, the way I kind of play is that I kind of get walls done first. I try to kill all the walls before I really go on the attack. That might have to change in the coming week, specifically this week when I come against Pseudo Rain. I may have to bring my own weather. I don't know. I have a lot of ideas. I can run Trick Room. I can run my own weather actually. I can go straight up what I did with this, not really worry about the rain and just pack bulk and attack. I guess we'll see. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. Please like, comment, subscribe if you guys like this, like the league, like the battle, like anything at all. I will be bringing you guys more content as I can battle and as things get done. I might even commentate over a couple of our friends' battles, just kind of live commentary, just see how it goes. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys again soon.